will tell you now.
It's really not that complicated. I got red in my ledger. I'd like to wipe it out.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the evolution of Black Widow.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
I gotta say it's hard to get a read on you. Where are you from?
Legal?
Are you sure you're ready for the world to see you as you really are?
Are you?
For this list, we're looking at the heroine's comic book origins and how her story was adapted into the MCU. What part of Black Widow's origins surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives before I was an Avenger.
The exact details of Natalia Alyanovna Romanova's early life are admittedly still hard to pin down. But we know for sure that she was orphaned at a very young age before meeting a father figure named Ivan Petrovich. At some point, the young Natalia, who was nicknamed Natasha, ended up in the Black Widow training program with around 28 other girls.
He controls the Red Room. They're manipulated. Fully conscious, but no choices.
As she trained alongside them to be a fierce spy and assassin, she was also extensively experimented on.
The ceremony is necessary for you to take your place in the world.
Shady scientists enhanced her immune system, slowed down her aging, and gave her fast healing. However, they also implanted false memories of her being a ballerina and made it impossible for her to have children naturally.
Do the math, I physically can't.
Neither can I.
After years of training, Natalia was sent to take out a Russian defector named Ivan Vanko in America. Since he was working at Stark Industries, she also had to face Iron Man. Natasha managed to gain his trust before she was exposed as a spy and her plans were dashed.
Surprised you can keep your mouth shut.
You're good. You are mind-blowingly duplicitous. How do you do it? You just tear things out. You're a triple imposter. I've never seen anything like it. Is there anything real about you?
In the aftermath of another failed attempt to stop Iron Man, she recruited Hawkeye to her cause. During a hectic clash between the Archer and Armored Avenger, an explosive arrow ricochets off and injures Natasha. A distressed Hawkeye immediately stopped fighting to make sure she was okay.
Natasha, I could really use a lullaby.
Well, that's not gonna happen. Not for a while.
Natasha quickly fell for Hawkeye after his heroic act. Unfortunately, she was recaptured by her old employers and brainwashed into fighting the Avengers again.
We're still friends, right?
Depends on how hard you hit me.
Natasha also put on a costume complete with a mask and half cape. During her mission, one of her allies tried to take Hawkeye's life. Natasha immediately broke her brainwashing and stepped into action to save the Avenger. She decided to help the heroic team with her considerable set of skills to help make up for what she'd done.
And even though they're gone, I'm still trying to be better.
Although most of the team wasn't ready to trust her, she still fought beside them to defeat a supervillain. Before Black Widow could be formally added to the roster, Nick Fury asks her to do a secret mission from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Fury gave it to you. Why?
What's on it?
I don't know.
Stop lying.
I only act like I know everything, Rogers.
I bet you knew Fury hired the pirates, didn't you?
The injuries she sustained from this mission helped convince her to retire from being a heroine.
GSW, she's lost at least a pint.
Maybe two. Let me take her.
She'll want to see him first.
However, her retirement didn't last that long. After a few scattered missions and assignments, Black Widow decided to fully leave the past behind with a major redesign. She discarded her mask, mini cape, and web-textured design in favor of a sleek black jumpsuit. Black Widow's new costume quickly became an iconic part of the character that still influences her look today.
Stay in the car.
I'm not staying in the car.
I said stay in the car.
What are you wearing?
Her outfit change marked the point where she started to become a more important player in comics. In the ensuing decades, Black Widow led superhero teams, allied with Tony during Civil War, and investigated more secrets about the program that made her.
We have to go back to where it all started.
Where did you think I was all this time?
The rising popularity of her character and interesting origins made her perfect for a live-action adaptation.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
Scarlett Johansson first brought Natasha Romanoff to life in Iron Man 2. While we don't have all the details on her origins yet, we know this version of the character was also orphaned.
During my little hiatus, I went back to Russia and tried to find my parents. 2 little gravestones by a chain link fence.
She also spent time in the Red Room and lost her ability to have children. And as Red Skull indicated in Avengers Endgame, she did have a father named Ivan.
Welcome. Natasha, daughter of Ivan.
But after this point, the MCU put a few twists on her origins. Instead of Black Widow recruiting Hawkeye to her evil cause, the Archer convinces her to join the good guys at S.H.I.E.L.D.
I didn't care who I used it for. Or on. I got on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s radar in a bad way. Agent Barton was sent to kill me. He made a different call.
The first mission we see her on has her infiltrating Stark Industries again, but this time around she's spying on Tony for a noble reason.
Tony, I want you to meet Agent Romanoff.
Hi.
I'm a S.H.I.E.L.D. shadow. Once we knew you were ill, I was tasked to you by Director Fury.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Natasha's ascension to the Avengers comes with one more twist on her story.
Your husband, he renovates houses? You're thinking about moving, but you're gonna wait until the interest rates go down.
That's not my story.
After Loki arrives on Earth, he quickly brainwashes Hawkeye into obeying him. Black Widow immediately drops what she's doing to free her friend's mind.
Why am I back? How'd you get him out?
Cognitive recalibration. I hit you really hard in the head.
Thanks.
Once Hawkeye was fully restored, the two of them were free to fight alongside each other as Avengers.
I've been compromised. I got red in my ledger. I'd like to wipe it out.
In both the comics and the MCU, Black Widow endured a lot of pain and suffering to gain her deadly skills.
I made mistakes. And a lot of enemies.
But Hawkeye's kindness and loyalty convinced her to take a more heroic path. After Black Widow started saving lives, she became a staple in both her universes. While we don't know what the future holds for the character, we know about the tons of good she's done.
The last 5 years I've been trying to do one thing, get to right here. That's all it's been about, bringing everybody back.
It wasn't easy for her to leave her past behind, but once she took control of her own destiny, she became an unforgettable heroine.
I made my choice. I'm done running.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.